Since I'm nervous, I'm always drinking, taking a beer.
Oh, right. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, welcome to Close Bar with one guest. This is the first time I'm ever going to be nervous on this podcast because my I can say one of the big reasons that I've actually started podcast was this guy. He's a man with many talents, and he's the definition of don't judge this book by its covers. He can suck you off, knock you out. This is Jason Ellis.
Shit. Oh man.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I was kind of like tipsy drunk. I just texted you a message on Instagram. Like, see if I could ever get you on this podcast. And a couple of days after, you just wrote to me like, "Hey, how the fuck do we do this?"
Yep. Why not?
Why the fuck not? So
I mean, if you're trying to have a show and you want to have people on, I want to get people on my show. If people that I would like to be on my show came on my show, I would think, fuck, that was really cool of those people to do that. So if I want those things to happen to me, then I feel like I should be willing to do the same.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing that actually got me with you is that I recognize, like, we are pretty fucking similar, but you're just older than me, and I'm just still a fucking kid. We got the same fucking cat, the Sphinx, the naked pussy.
Yeah.
Same tattoos, same mentality, and everything. And I'm like, okay, so when you was on Impulsive Show,
On what? Oh, yeah, yep.
yeah, I was thinking like, okay, this guy is fucking talking to me now. This guy's he's here for me now.
How's that?
No, it was just like when you came out and talked about how you're bisexual, your mentality with fighting, and how your relationship with your girlfriend is, and how you're speaking, and
My wife.
Sorry. And you're not afraid of going like saying whatever's on your mind.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm not afraid. I'm afraid. I just do it anyway, even because it doesn't matter if I'm afraid. There's tons of shit I do where I'm afraid. I feel like people get it. That's the mistake. I'm terrified. I'm probably more scared than you are, but I just walk into stuff that I'm scared of because I just don't want to live a life where my fears control me to the point where I might be a little over the top of it. You know, like if something scares me, I've got to figure out ways to justify not doing everything because, you know, I'm getting old. I can't just like fucking do like, fuck that. I can jump this. I can jump that. I probably can't jump it anymore. I got to face that. So,
yeah.
But apart from that, I'm up for it usually.
Yeah. And you got the fucking craziest lifestyle. Like, I follow you on Instagram, and your life is intense. Like, you're ice bath, you're jumping insane fucking heights, you're doing like the skateboarding stunts, you're fucking the boxing, the Brazilian jiu-jitsu, you're working out in a fucking sauna, like, and the podcast.
A little bit. The sauna's more. My sauna's not that good, and I didn't want to have it inside, so I have it outside, so it doesn't get really, really hot. So to get hotter, I work out a little bit in there. I just stay warm. It's not as crazy as it looks. I feel like everybody's showing you like their best side. Like I do a lot of stuff through the day, but like for instance, in the sauna workouts and then going in the cold plunge, I just do that to stay mobile. Like I got to keep moving. If I'm going to do all these other things, I feel like I do that to loosen up. And if I don't go in the cold plunge, I'm just way more sore the next day. And I fucking hate the cold plunge. I fucking hate going in there. Like I feel like people are like, man, you're crazy. Yeah, I am. Because I fucking hate it. And I go in it all the time. because I'm fucking old and I don't want to stop jumping shit. And if you don't go in there, you're not jumping shit. That's just how it goes. I eat a plant-based diet now. I want meat and I want a pizza with pepperoni on it. But if I eat that, I'll be sore tomorrow, and then I won't be able to do all the things that I have to do. I have to jump shit. I have to punch people. I have to skateboard. I have to.
Yeah, and people don't understand. Like, you actually, like, in my mind, I have to go and train boxing just to keep my head sane. Like, I have to do that just to keep, like, an inner peace, like, don't rage the fuck out or anything, or my thoughts, just to get everything just, like, quiet, right? So
yeah, it's like meditation.
Yeah, exactly. But how do you do all this, like, this lifestyle with where you actually got a podcast with Hawk, Jason Ellis show, and other guest podcasts here and there, and the lifestyle you have. How do you find the time for all this?
I do 4 Patreon shows as well. I do 2 Jason Ellis shows a week and 2 solo shows by myself a week, and all those other shows. They're not hard to do, really. I used to do 5 days a week, and when I first started, it used to be 5 days a week for 4 hours with nobody in the room except me, just me.
Right.
So
but
this is easy.
Yeah, and you're fairly new to the podcast world, but you're not new to, like, being on a microphone, mic, because you had a Jason Ellis show on Sirius X, wasn't it?
Sirius XM.
Yeah. But how's that transition from going to radio to podcast?
Terrifying.
Yeah, it was?
Fuck yeah, it still is.
Why?
Yes. Because I had it made. I put in my work. I paid my dues, and I was at Sirius XM making over $1 million a year, and I didn't have a backup plan. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not like some fucking franchise. I don't give a shit. So I didn't know what to do in the podcast, because we're new in the podcast world. We're nowhere near as big as we were. Like, we have to start all over again. So it's scary, because for a minute there I thought maybe financially I would have no money and I'd have to move out of my house, but it doesn't seem like it's that bad.
No.
And my life is more fun now because I get to skate and stuff. But it's scary because of the success thing. I worry about a certain level of success to be able to continue to live the life that I live. So that. But it's more fun. There's no bosses and all that stuff. But I would say the only thing is financial and popularity. I feel like it's a little bit of a kick in the dick because, 1, you don't make as much money, and 2, people are like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Who am I? I fucking did it first. Like, all these people fucking got their shit from me. Like, and they're like, well, good luck." I'm like, fuck, man, good luck. Gotta start all over. But I don't like that part, but I like the job. The actual job is better.
Yeah, because, like,
I was supposed to be a podcaster, for sure.
No, but like, I hate fucking having a boss. Like, and that's why being, like, this podcast dude that I am today, and especially with my background, like, prison and fucked up shit way, like, almost 10 years ago, I can't be with a boss. I have to be my own boss. And before this, I was actually a bartender, and Corona hit me. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck am I gonna do now? So I got some free microphones and just started a podcast, and it went really fucking well. Talk shit, drink some beers with celebrities, and having fun. And I feel like this is like I was always meant to be here right now, just doing whatever I do now. I'm not doing bad, I'm not doing good, but we're growing like a motherfucker. And it's pretty cool, but it's nerve-wracking because now I live in a big fucking house with my girlfriend. She got a kid, and I'm like, okay, I gotta pay the fucking bills. How the fuck can I do this now?
That's the mistake that we make, because
Yeah.
as soon as you're in the game of paying bills,
Yeah.
now you gotta answer to the man, because
Yeah.
you know what I mean. You can't just be like complete freedom. You gotta answer to the man, because you gotta pay the rent.
Exactly. And
what are you gonna do? Live in the wilderness in a fucking log cabin? Because I want to, but I'm not really ready for
it. Same. But there was actually one thing on impulsive that you said, like, you're not a guy that you always start over. Like if some shitty thing happened, you just start over. Like new house, new everything. You don't have a plan B. You just go with the fucking flow. And I'm there exactly fucking now, because 3 months ago I met this my girlfriend, and 2 weeks ago I just sold everything I had in my apartment. I said, I'm fucking yours now. I ain't got shit. Can I move in? And she's like, yeah, fuck yeah. Just going with the fucking flow. And I see that mentality, but that is the mentality you have to have if you want to succeed at something that you actually want to do. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
like move into your girlfriend's house rent free.
No, I actually pay. I pay rent.
You pay rent?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm actually now the trophy wife. I make all the food, and she does everything else.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wait, she makes more money than you?
Fuck yeah.
How does that? Because I know a friend that said that's his wife makes more money than him, and he kind of doesn't like it. If my wife made more money than me, I'd be so fucking pumped. Like I don't get how anybody cares about that. I'd be so happy.
That is like a two-edged sword, because she works in the oil business, so she's away 2 weeks a month. She's home 1 month, 2 weeks away, and
so for 2 weeks you just get to party and smoke weed all day.
Exactly.
Nice.
And in those 2 weeks, I do the podcasts. I drink some beers, having fun. And when she comes home, the kid comes home. So then I'm a stepdad again and being a normal life.
So she's with the kid the whole time, and you get a break from the kid as well?
Yeah.
Is not your kid?
No.
How old is the kid?
3.
Shit. So, like, are you like becoming a stepdad? Like,
yeah.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Are you cool with that?
Oh yeah, fuck, dude, I love it. Is
the real dad around?
Oh yeah. And me and him is actually pretty fucking good friends. We play video games. Yeah, fuck yeah, he's cool.
He's not like, and they're cool with each other.
Oh yeah. They're actually best
that's
friends.
Rare, you know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
It usually doesn't work like that.
I know. And
good
actually,
for you.
Yeah, and actually, the funny thing is that at night after she falls asleep with the kid, I play games with the baby daddy. So we're just on PlayStation playing games together, having fucking fun, and they're sleeping. And there's, oi, wait.
GP, look, GP, look it. No, not at me, at the cat. Look it. Oh, GP. He's a bold cat.
That's my little fucker. Yeah, no, but it's actually pretty cool to have like a girl that pays or have more money, but it's not cool when she pays for your shit. I hate that. I hate when she pays for my own shit. Oh, you got a dog as well.
I got them all.
That should actually be the thumbnail for this video. Just that you're smiling with your 2 dogs.
Chihuahuas.
But yeah, let's see. I guess how was it to be on Impulsive, that show?
Pretty cool. Yeah, I guess. Like, I know it's a big show, but I don't know. I don't really watch everybody else's stuff, and I definitely, by the time I was on that show, I was only aware of a few podcasts because I wasn't listening to podcasting. So,
okay.
I was surprised how friendly they were. You know,
Okay.
like I know that Logan Paul's not. I met him on my show, and I was like, you know what? He's not as bad as people say he is. He seemed like kind of a legit dude. And then when I went on there, I was less worried about him. I just thought his friends were gonna, you know, be all kooky to me. But I could be wrong. You know, maybe they hated me, but I don't think so. I think that they kind of thought I was cool, and that's, yeah, I didn't expect that either because I'm older and I don't expect them to know about my radio career or anything like that, or that I've fought a bunch of UFC fighters way before they did.
All right.
But yeah, I thought I liked that show. I liked being on there. I liked the questions they asked. I thought they were pretty professional, and funny. Yeah, they definitely got a gift. It's a good show.
Yeah. But that is actually, and not to lick your asshole, but I watched 2 podcasts in the world, yours and his. And that is by far my favorite fucking episode because you were so open. You talked about everything and you brought humor to it. And Mike shut the fuck up most of the episode. He didn't talk in your fucking mouth all day. And that episode just, I think I actually sent to my producer, this is how our podcast is going to be. Like, this is like how we're going to do it. This is the blueprint. So that episode was actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I liked it. It was fun.
But and you actually talked about something that is actually pretty near and dear to me. That I struggle years and years of coming out as a bi. And you and you talked about it. And I'm like, I was already out and all that, but it was so cool to see someone with your status, your tattoos, and how you speak and your mindset talking about it. So how was it for you to come out as that in 2016, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I believe you. I can't remember. I just, I mean, it was really nerve-wracking, and I think that there was a lot of ups and downs through the years of feeling good about getting it off my chest, but then also feeling regret a lot of times for people that no longer wanted to give me the same respect. Like people definitely changed their opinions about me, and I don't think it, business wise, I don't think it helped either. So a part of me, like the egotistical part is bummed out about it because, I could have been more famous and I could have made more money. And now I don't because, I'm talking to, like you said, I talk this way and I walk a straight man's walk.
Yeah.
And I'm probably tougher than most straight men and into more violence than most straight men. And it's like, I'm not saying all gay people are feminine, but it is a lot of, the things that they're into. Like everyone likes Katy Perry, or like a lot of straight men don't like Katy Perry, and if they do, they won't admit it because they're supposed to be straight. So everyone lives in this bubble of bullshit, which is way more apparent to me now because of coming out. Like, there's so many people out there like you and me. Like it's not like you're the only person in your country that's bi, that has tattoos and is into chicks. You're not. It's just if you are into manly straight stuff, I think people don't realize this. If you are living a straight man's life, and a loud one at that, and then people find out that you're gay or bi or whatever you want to call it, that you have sex with men, you're not accepted. You're not like, and people can say it. Oh no, I didn't even think about it. Like, okay, maybe you don't, but out of 10 people, women too, they got a different opinion, and sometimes oftentimes I find that it's a negative one. It's like, oh man, I didn't know you were that. And I'm like, what's the fucking difference? Like,
Yeah.
maybe you're only into fucking chicks with no arms. Like, I don't fucking care. Like, it's just a weird. I mean, when people say, why are you bringing it up then? And I'm like, well, I bring it up because I don't hide who I am, and don't act like you don't want to know that. Like you all totally wanted to know that. You know it's juicy. You just fucking you just rather I only plow chicks, and I don't know. I really just don't care. I care more about when I was really young and I wasn't sure what I was. And I sure as hell wasn't going to admit it to anybody because I thought that if anybody knew, I would kill myself. Which means that there's people out there killing themselves because there's people out there making fun of people like me. And the more the people that group around go, yeah, you know, Ellis was cool until he was a fag or something. And it's like some kid hears that, you know, the Donald Cerrones of the world bashing people for being gay, it makes them feel like they should probably kill themselves. And if depending where they are in their life, when they're really young, I know maybe some people might find it pathetic, but a lot of kids kill themselves rather than exist with this urge to sleep with their same sex.
Yeah.
And to me, I'll bring it up all the time because I have people that reach out and go, hey, man, just so you know, I was thinking about killing myself, and then I hear you talking about sucking dicks and how it's the coolest. and you're still happy and you still have a life. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. I have like a really good life and I am really happy. And yeah, I will blow dudes, whatever. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about it?
And where that whole thing came to me was like, I grew up in a very hardcore community with drugs and all that shit, and I was a dealer. I got caught with drugs for 3.6 million. I was 18 years old. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Nice.
Nice or not? No, it wasn't nice, but yeah, it was a good weekend.
Past it now. I'm just saying now. Now that I didn't at the time. I would have been like, get the fuck away from me. But now that you're past it, and I'm assuming sober.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
9 years. And 9 years sober.
Then that's nice.
Yeah.
Like that.
I was 18. I was young and dumb and all that, and I was in a community where it was all drugs, fighting, and all, and you can't be weak in that kind of thing. You have to be hard. You have to do your shit, and I was the worst of them all. Like I did my fair share of fight. So I was in that whole thing, and I couldn't tell anyone that I was bi. And I couldn't go with that urge as well. And then I moved and was sober and all that after prison and all that. And I'm like, fuck it, I might as well just say it. And every fucking girl, not every, okay, like 60% of the girls that I met, and I said I was bi, they were like, oh, no, oh, that's not, I don't fuck with that. I'm like, why not? No, it's kind of a turn off when two dudes kiss, but two girls, that's a-okay, but two dudes is something else. So then I struggled with a whole like that mentality and mindset. So yeah, that just fucked me over. But now I don't give a fuck and I do my own shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like now 60% of the people don't want to sleep with you. I don't think any of that really changes anything. A lot of people don't want to sleep with me. Who cares?
No, but that was another thing that I wanted to ask you about something, because after Corona hit, OnlyFans became more hype and acceptance. And your wife does OnlyFans, doesn't she?
Yep.
Yeah. My ex-girlfriend did the same. And I thought that was a fucking awesome idea. I didn't mind it until I had to take all the pictures and I had other shit to do and I had to take the pictures. So that was the only annoying thing that I had to take them.
Wait, you're complaining about taking pictures of your naked hot chick? That's what you just did. Just so you know, that's what you just did right now. You're complaining about how hard it was to take photos of a naked lady.
Yeah, I know.
No wonder you're a podcaster.
Yeah. But for fuck's sake, like, I had other shit to do. I had Like Call of Duty just came out with a new game. I had to play that
Wow.
shit. Yeah.
Call of Duty. Oh my god. Yeah, no, that's an excellent reason to not take photos of naked women because of the fucking video game. You gotta figure it out. Man.
But
do you give people advice on your podcast?
Frequently, yeah.
Everybody who's listening to this podcast, don't listen to his advice. He doesn't fucking know shit. He's opting for video games over naked hot chick photo shoots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, the youth. Let's figure this out. Let's turn ourselves up and be better. Come on.
Yeah. Exactly. But I
thought you said you were like the Norwegian Jason Ellis. Like,
fuck yeah.
Nah, not for. I'm taking those photos, dude. Taking those photos all day.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's fucking stressing. But that is like complaining of something you shouldn't complain about because it's like a luxury problem.
Yep, it's a champagne problem.
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. But now that OnlyFans has been more or less accepted,
has it?
Oh yeah, especially in Norway though. In Norway, it actually has. Yeah. Fuck, almost every girl here has OnlyFans and doing their own shit and being in the newspaper here because we ain't got many news. So every other day there's a OnlyFans girl complaining about something in something. Yeah, it's weird. And then I talk to my friends and they say like, "Oh yeah, my girlfriend has OnlyFans and I'm jealous and all that." How? Like for me, I saw that I'm like. I can't be jealous of a girl taking like if I had boobs and that kind of pussy, I would make fucking millions. No shame, do it all.
You can make money too, though.
I don't think I can in Norway.
Why not? You can't have OnlyFans?
Yeah, I can, but I don't think I can make the money I want to make.
Oh yeah, no, you wouldn't make as much money as a hot chick, but you would still make money.
Maybe I should try it. Yeah, maybe. But and they started being jealous, and you can't be jealous of that. But how do you see like guys nowadays gonna be jealous of something like taking pictures, selling pictures of the girlfriend? Can you be jealous of that, or can you stop that, or?
I mean, that depends on who you are. You know, like some people are just not okay with it. Some people don't understand it and they're not okay with it. Some people completely understand it and are still not okay with it. And I feel like if you're not okay with it, don't do it. Don't be in a relationship where that comes into play. It's simple. You know, it's not for everybody. When someone's like, trust me, bro, over relationships, where it's at. I'm like, that's not, no, it's not. It's only for people that, you know, to me, I can detach myself, you know, like I'm not. It's fucking is a sport to me, you know, like I have games that I play with people, and you know we're tested and we know why we're there. Everybody agrees, and we all have a really good time. And it's not, you know, to me anybody can get it. It's just up to my wife. She gives me permission.
Yeah.
It's great. Everybody has a great time. Not hurting anybody.
I know. But you were actually roaming around looking for glory holes. Can you talk about that?
I'd still go if it wasn't for the pandemic. They're fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's places that it's always been around. I've been to some like little. I think the first places I ever discovered was in New York. Like, there's like little sex shops, and they'd have these booths in certain rooms, and then there'd be slots on the side. And I'm like, what the hell's that for? People tap their hand there and you put it in the slot, and off it goes. And it was because I'm, you know, the straight guy. It's just super easy. So
Yeah.
If I had 15 minutes, I could go into one of those booths and everybody would be tapping on both sides. So it was like, yeah, put it in there and
Yeah.
good to go. Back to work.
How many glory holes do you think you've been in?
I don't know, hundreds. Yeah, I don't know about 1,000, but definitely hundreds.
Yeah. How is it in the US for like? Uh, I always talk about BDSM here in Norway.
Yeah.
How is the community over at the US?
Yeah, see, that's it. You can't ask me that because I'm not in the community. Like I've got a
Okay.
mistress that I met through the radio show, I think, and she became my friend. But I got a couple people in the adult film industry that I think are more into that. But the scene, the people, I have no idea. I don't know anything. It's all I just dabbled. I figured out some stuff that I like and was able to get somebody to do it for me. But it's not. I don't really know that much about it, to be honest.
No, okay. But you said on one podcast, I can't remember which one, that, and you did write about it. And here's why, or where I get a little bit fuzzy, because I've never tried anal play successfully, where I got
Takes
something out of.
time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just like the first time you try it, it's not going to work out. No way.
Huh?
Especially for dudes, because there's like a mental thing where you just like when you feel something going up there, you tense up
Yeah.
and you stop it. So, and then it definitely it took me maybe a year. My wife was just helping me every now and then, but it's not easy.
How?
But if you can get there, just fingers and little toys.
All right.
And then her friends, the furthest I went was her friends came over and they did the small one to big.
All right.
And then they made me sit with it in there for a long time before I did the next one up and then the next one up. And then I had a pretty decent one in there. That was the first time I'd ever achieved that. And then once I did that, then it was more mentally, because once that thing was in there and I took it out and I wasn't in pain, I was like, maybe I can do that. And then sort of became way easier. And then the journey started.
And then you said your wife made you more gay than anyone else.
Yeah.
That is
It's all her fault.
That is some of the funniest fucking shit I've ever heard. Like where you actually did write about that. Having an intern orgasm 5 times before you actually came.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, how the fuck? I don't know anything about anal. How do I know more of it? Just that sentence made me laugh so fucking hard.
I mean, that is completely true. I'm not lying. And that's the only way that's ever happened. So, if you don't want to put things in there, that's great. More time for me.
Have you ever gotten like bad feedback from the gay community?
No. Everyone's very accepting. No one's ever told me, "Hey, get out of here. You don't belong," or anything. It's just more that you're not really in the same. You're really not in the community because of how hetero I am. But I think when push comes to shove, they're all pretty accepting.
All right. And that was the big one for me in Norway. That since I'm bi, they just thought I was a slut. Like I fuck everyone. Like, I don't have a gender that I prefer.
I'm that too,
Yeah.
I'm also bi as well.
Yeah.
No, it's pansexual actually.
Okay. Yeah. But and you guys have an open relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
How, like for me, I can't I understand it in my head and I can respect it and all that, but I can never see myself going that way.
Yeah.
How do you wrap around that mentality of sharing and all that?
Well, if I get to hook up with some people, I can have like the best time ever, but I don't want to marry anybody.
No.
It's like
Yeah.
I can totally be attracted to somebody. I could go to dinner with a girl, and then afterwards hook up and become good friends with her. But I'm not going to marry her,
No,
and
no.
I just know that, and Katie knows that, and vice versa. Like somebody bones her,
Mm,
and he does better than me. Good, great.
mm,
Like
mm,
that was the whole idea. You were going there to get off in a
yeah.
really spectacular fashion. Otherwise, why would you go?
Yeah.
We could
Uh,
just stay home and do each other.
and that is my big ego voice in me that's saying like, "Oh,
We
no
were
one."
younger too, though.
Yeah, yeah,
I couldn't
uh,
do. I couldn't do. It would be way more stressful if it was 20 years ago.
yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
just dudes all over my chick was. I wasn't ready for it. Now it's like I can just see it as, especially the sex part. I'm like, make sure you get her off. It's kind of all I'm thinking.
but in your youth when you were like I'm 28 now. Uh, you used drugs before, right? Like
Well, hell
yeah, yeah. Would you say that you struggle with addiction?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, big
So,
time.
and what were you like addicted to?
I think at first it was more just alcohol, then it escalated into cocaine, and then after about I can't remember, at least 5 years, maybe seven, then I kicked that, and I always did ecstasy whenever anybody had that. And then
Okay.
I got into meth for a little while, and I got
Oh,
into
really?
heroin. Yeah, I got OD'd.
Oh,
I
okay.
hooked up with. I shot up one time, and I got these professional ladies. They take me to a. They took me to their weird little place and
Hmm.
hooked me up, and then next thing you know, I woke up in a park. They robbed me and stuff.
Oh,
So
really?
it was good because I really hated it. I did not like that. That was
No,
not a good one. That didn't work out for me. So it was. I was like, I'll never do that again, and I didn't.
no. Okay. Uh, but what was the pivot point for you to quit? Where did you like? Okay, fuck this. I'm out. I don't want anymore.
I would do um, work hard, train, get good, do good in the contest, party, and then just keep partying,
Mm,
and then go, man, I got to get my shit together,
okay.
and then I'd stop again. So there was never only. I think the heroin thing was the only time where because I wasn't skating, I was just in Australia doing nothing. So that made it where after I did that, I just kept drinking and partying and doing drugs. I didn't go back to the ramp. So that was kind of the beginning of the end where I kind of, got out of shape, got stressed more. And that's when I found mixed martial arts. And that's kind of the transition because when I moved to LA and I couldn't skate, I was just
Mm,
like looking for trouble big time.
okay.
And when I found the gym, can't go to the gym with a hangover. And I just fell in love with kickboxing
Yeah.
and then I started to, get in better shape than I'd ever been on a skateboard, which is so stupid because that was my actual job. I really
Yeah.
fucked that up.
Yeah. But now you don't drink. You don't do. Oh well, you smoke weed, but it's legal over there. So
Yeah, that's it. I
so but
microdosed to
oh okay. Mushrooms or LSD.
mushrooms.
Okay. Yeah. You, do you know that the strongest mushrooms in the world is actually from northern Norway?
Can you get them in the field, or do you buy them from someone?
You can buy them from someone, but we go out like there's like this holiday in Norway where
Yeah.
at the first frost night, everyone goes out and just pick up the mushrooms, and they.
You can pick them.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Because that's how we did it in Australia. You can just pick them in the bush and boil them and eat and drink it.
Yeah, and that tastes like shit, like literally
Yep.
shit. Yeah.
Yep.
I actually took mushrooms. The first time I took it was actually to learn how to be in a relationship, because before I was like super egotistic and just like all that, and I took mushrooms and I got all the answers and never been it afterwards. It's really fucking
Wow.
weird. Yeah, it's really
Awesome.
fucking weird. But what made you quit drinking? Because that's like the most regular thing.
Yeah. I got a heart condition, and it can cause my heart to go into AFib if I drink too much. So
Okay.
instead of, I just can't do. I mean, sure, I could do. Most of the time, I don't drink that much, but every now and then I would, and especially now with the podcasting, I don't have time to have a hangover. And then lately I've just been, because I skate again, I just am super inspired to kind of stay fit. So
Mm,
that would just not, it wouldn't work. I'm just sort of saying goodbye to the things that I can live without,
mm,
or that were could potentially jeopardize my future of enjoying my day. So
mm,
that's it. Pretty easy. It wasn't at first. It was a little bit hard
mm.
because I was just like, man, everyone else is having fun, but I just, what is fun? What do I call fun? I don't, not that anymore. Being out of control, I don't think that's fun.
Mm,
And waking up feeling like shit and being angry, I don't feel like that's fun. So there goes that.
mm. Because like I quit drugs on the day. I smoked almost 13 grams of hash a day. Then a couple of grams of coke and some in US it's called Xanax, and that was fucking every day. And then someone tried to kill me with 3 grams of methamphetamine in my Coca-Cola bottle. I got fucking like super
Wait,
psychotic.
they put it in the drink
Yeah,
and you drank it.
yeah, I did not know. 3 grams.
Didn't taste funny.
I was so fucking high and I got cotton mouth and I just chugged the whole thing and I'm like, oh,
Ah,
this is not supposed to taste like this.
oh my
Uh,
god,
yeah.
you got some shit friends.
I had, not anymore. But
Nice.
and then I got super psychotic and I just fucking quit on the day. And my whole persona now with the podcast is that I drink beers with celebrities in a bar usually.
Yeah,
Um,
that's cool.
so yeah, it's fun until you wake up. After you have like
You are really drinking every time.
yeah. I should just take water inside this and say it's a beer, but I'm pretty fucking stupid. And then I just wake up like, oh holy fuck, and then I'm happy that she's away for 2 weeks and can't see that.
Wow.
Yeah. And actually, we actually had one fan or hater fan, whatever, sent me like this big of an email, like you got a problem. But that again is what you put on Instagram. Everyone thinks that your day is Instagram. When I'm out, I take photos and videos, and I haven't been out for a week, but I post those out on social media in the story, and people think that I'm actually out. And got a lot of problem with that. How do you deal with like being on the Instagram and doing all that, and like you said before, like the persona of what you go out with, like you always show the
I
best
have a
you're training.
fucking persona. I am this.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
smoke weed all day. Deal with it. I don't care. Everybody knows I smoke weed all day. I don't
Yeah.
fucking drink. Sometimes I take mushrooms and I go camping.
Hmm.
I got a prescription for ketamine for depression that I used to use a lot. Now I don't really use.
Oh.
What else do I do? Sometimes I put those dip things. I've used that a couple times. I don't. I mean, I don't. I don't care what any like what I don't
No.
care what anyone thinks what I do.
Oh.
If you ask me, I'll tell you exactly what it is. I'm not hiding anything. You know. If I tell you I'm not drinking, it's because I'm not drinking. That's the
Yeah.
end. That's the only reason. If I could drink again, I would. That's the honest truth. My doctor was like, you know what would help? A couple of beers every night. I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm back. But he didn't say that. He said, don't do it. So I don't do it because I really want to live more than
Yeah.
being drunk. It's
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I totally see that. It's just, did you ever experience anxiety, like having it the whole day and weeks and months, like being nervous, having panic attacks and all that after you quit using drugs?
I mean, I get panic attacks
Yeah.
always. I think ever since my father passed away, I probably had them. But I don't get them as often now, but I still get them.
Yeah.
I just breathe through them a little more now, but I have a prescription for Xanax, so if it gets really out of control, I'll take one of
Yeah.
those.
Same here. Like I got heavy anxiety and panic attacks and all that, and with age and finding a way how to manage it, where it doesn't come to like a fucking surprise, and where you can feel okay.
Yeah, I feel like if I do more activities and I eat right and I get sleep, um, it's so stupid. Like everybody's supposed to know that, but if I go skate and I get a good meal and I drink lots of water and I go to sleep and then I have a good show the next day and I go to the gym and kick somebody in the face, pretty good. Everything feels pretty good. Everything's real good. You know, and if I step out of that and I start doing things that don't involve that, like I don't eat. I mean, I eat like shit and sit on the couch for a couple of days or a week.
Mm.
Then yeah, things start to shift. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm temperamental, and it's to me, I'm like I'm a fucking race car. You know what I mean? My body's a race car. My brain's a race car. Like I was born to fucking go fast, and you got to maintain that shit, or you mean, or I'm doing fucking 200 mile an hour with flat tires. Like
Yeah.
I got to keep my shit tight, and if I keep my shit tight, I'm unbeatable. And
Mm.
if I don't keep that shit tight, I'm a dangerous person. I can get myself in trouble and others.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy with what I'm this spot that I'm in right now because it doesn't seem to be that big of a challenge to not do the wrong thing. You know, like it used to be a lot harder to fight those demons. Now I feel like I've faced so many of them in my life that I don't have to really hide. Like when things get really bad, I'll smoke some weed, but I don't need to like leave my brain. I can hang.
Yeah, because you talked a couple of days ago on your podcast that you were on the beach and some influencer fucking guy started having so much sound on
Oh
a
yeah.
boombox, and usually you would just go up to them and oi, turn that shit down and start fighting him. Nowadays, you're just gonna go home.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I just wouldn't think
Mm.
before I would just react. And a lot of therapy, a lot of years of therapy, but reacting to I'm not reacting to the person playing the music on the beach. I'm reacting to my childhood and the people that have betrayed me.
Mm.
And I'm very, very angry at them. So when I tap into my anger, it's not necessarily these kids on the beach.
Your
It's
demons.
don't define me. Don't I mean? Are you challenging me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier, I'm terrified. So if you challenge me, it's fight or flight,
Yeah.
and I don't fly. I
Yeah.
fight
Exactly.
because I've lost. You know what I mean? People have betrayed my trust and taken away the ultimate um, thing that it's better than getting raped is worse than getting beaten.
Yeah.
And now I have, there's a kid inside me that will do his best to not let anybody ever get close to doing that again. So
And
it's hard to stop that person sometimes. It's a trigger,
yeah, I know. Because a couple of no, it was actually 2 weeks ago. My girlfriend said I was gonna go out on town and take a couple of beers with a friend of mine, and she was supposed to say, "Don't get in any fights." But I ended up in a fight because there was some fucking dude. He thought he was fucking psychotic as a motherfucker, and asked if like really psychotic. He actually spit on girls who were walking past him, and that just fucks with my head. And then he came to my table and said, "Do you work for the CIA or whatever?" He thought I was working for a fucking government or some fucking
you
shit.
Didn't say yes?
No, I said, what the fuck did I say? Mind your own business.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, can you just leave and go back to your to table? And I asked so many times, and then it just started like, I don't know, arguing with me, and I just took the glass over, and I'm like, I ain't doing this shit. Fuck this. I'm going home. Then I text my girlfriend. She was like, I was just about to say, don't get in a fight. So I'm still at that age where I'm really fucking scared, and that's why I got those tattoos on me. I try to look cool. I try to all that. It's just like my confidence is way fucking down. So, but if you come to my face, if you want a problem, like I don't want a problem. If you want a problem, no problem. I'll be there. And that's just a scary kid in me who's reacting, and not like me, because I'm not cool, strong, big, neither. I just want to go home, sleep in my bed. That's about it. Right. So it's it's a fucked up mentality of it. But now you actually got a podcast with Hawk. How's that?
Yes. It's awesome. It's the most fun job I've ever had.
It is?
Yeah. It's like talking to my friend that we haven't seen each other regularly for 20 years. So it's good to be back talking, being buddies, living the good life, skating together. It's just a happy time in my life. I feel like skating. I don't skate for money anymore. I don't have any fucking sponsors. Actually, I do have sponsors, but you know what I mean. They're not real. It's just like some weird sentimental sponsor or something. But so I just skateboard for me, and I skateboard for all the years. It's the most fun I ever had. It's the most proudest thing I've ever done. Proud of myself for my accomplishments in skateboarding, and to be back at 50, almost 50, skating with all these guys again. And I don't know how long I live, and it's just to know that I have this little pocket. Who knows how long it goes, but I'm old enough to know that when you're in a pocket, don't worry about how long it goes, just fucking enjoy it. So it's really, I'm excited to drive down there every time. I'm excited when the fucking mics go hot. I'm excited when we're going to pad up. I'm always on the deck going, man, look at you now, Look at us. We're fucking 50 and we're flying around in the air with Tony Hawk. It's great.
Yeah, because I grew up with Jackass, Tony Hawk, and all fucking that. And now to talk to someone, you've been around CQI, Jackass, and all that, and you know them personally.
I do.
Yeah. That's just, it's fucking mind-boggling to me to actually talk to someone like yourself, like who's been, and I mean that, and not to lick your asshole or anything, but I really fucking look up to you on the podcast wall, how you are and all that. And seeing you with Hawk and all that is just like, okay, if I could have someone and try to take the blueprint of someone, it's gonna be you. Like really, it is. I'm fanboying the fuck out of here. I'm just trying to keep it cool.
Wait, are you moving to America or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm always gonna be in Norway. or Thailand. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds fun.
I always had like if thing goes like in Norway to hell, I'm just gonna fake my own death and move to Thailand. That's my plan B. It's not a good one, but
I think it is a good one. It's better than what I have. I don't have any plan.
yeah. But how do yourself? Where do yourself see yourself going from now? Like, what's the plan from now on? It's just gonna be the podcast, or
No, I'm looking to branch out to a lot more things now. Instead of doing this thing where I get really good at something and plateau or whatever, or then something changes and it's just gone. I'm trying to do a lot of things. Like after this last pro fight I have, I'm not putting my efforts into that anymore. I'm definitely I'll train, but I know how to train myself enough. I don't need to do this thing where I exhaust myself anymore. Just stay fit, stay healthy. Invested in a lot of things lately, so I'm trying to get that thing going. And I'm just more about. I have a podcast. I have a Patreon. I have a clothing line. I got a live event. I'm trying to work on doing Jason L shows. I'd take them on tour and do a little bit of my band stuff, like some music and some stand up. I've been trying to do stand up.
really?
So when I stop fighting, I'm doing stand up on Tuesday for like the third week in a row. So I'm trying to do stuff that's less like injury stuff but still challenging. And then I'm filming shows on YouTube, and I'm still pitching TV shows. I'm nowhere near done, and I would do to say what my next thing is I'm up for anything if it makes sense. I don't belong to anybody anymore. I can do, I could be in a movie. Not that anyone's offering, but I could literally fucking move to the woods and do the podcast by myself, and it would do as well as it is now. No, but and I'm not far from it. Like when the kids get older and they're like, man, we don't need you to be around all the time. I might just do a podcast from the fucking Maldives. Like I don't
move to Norway up. Move to Norway up in the woods here.
It's cold though, right?
Oh, it's fucking freezing. It's fucking freezing.
That. I hate cold.
Same here.
I broke my shit too many times. It gets cold, it hurts.
But how is it to do stand up now? Because I was thinking the same 1 or 2 years ago. Like, should I try it But it's like to bomb on fucking like up there. No, I'm that scares me the fuck.
Yeah. Well. Maybe if you didn't play so many video games, you wouldn't be such a pussy. Because who cares if you bomb? It's good. It's good for you.
Okay, yeah.
I like it. I mean, I kind of do like it. Like, I'm really bad at it, so I'm pretty much bombing every time I do it. And I like it. It's humbling.
Yeah.
It's like I like it, especially when people get good at stuff. They don't want to try anything else because it feels too good to just, be the man or the woman, depending on who you are, at something. And you don't want to try anything else and have to go back to the start again. But for me, I love the process. Like, it's uncomfortable. I don't fit in. I don't know what I'm doing. But make no mistake, I'm going to get better. I'm going to figure this out. I'll show you. I don't know. I've always got that thing. I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to, but maybe it's myself. But people are like, man, you can't do this. Or I'm like, okay, we'll see. Because I know that if you put in the time, I don't know. I always thought I was like not a very talented person, but maybe I am. I think maybe I got it wrong. I might be like really talented.
I think
it's just this mindset where I already know. Like, if you start something and it doesn't seem like you're naturally gifted at it, that doesn't mean shit. Like, it's like, what do you have in here and here? Do you have the drive to just show up, even if it sucks, even if everybody hates you and you're the worst, and it's super apparent every day that you are very untalented at this particular thing. But you know that if it's every day, all day, and you don't think about anything else but that thing, sooner or later, and for me, usually later, which is why I have the resilience. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, I will figure this out. Like, next week, 10 years from now, mark my words, this, whatever I was trying to do is going to get done. And that's just, it's a fact now. It's not, oh man, try this. You never know. Bullshit. If you go hard in the paint for 10 years on something, it's yours.
No.
I mean, apart from wings and shit, but you know what I mean.
That's pretty fucking true. I think that's
Shut up, Jim! No! Sorry, my cat is a dickhead.
Same with Mr. Wrinkles. He's the same way.
He says that? He says stuff?
Yeah. He runs around just fucking yapping all fucking day.
So rude.
But I think that's the reason why I quit MMA and went back to boxing, because I feel boxing is a home for me. But and jiu-jitsu is pretty. I'm a-okay on that. I'm not great, but I can always be better and all that. But to take like someone down on a single leg and a knee just get fed into your face, that was the moment I'm like, okay, fuck this. I'm either gonna go boxing or jiu-jitsu, not everything, because that fucking
Stop
knee.
Going for single legs. The fuck.
Actually, I actually trained with Kenneth Berg and Jack, Emil Meek, and all them. I don't know if you know who anyone of them are.
Who?
Jack Hermansson from Norway, a UFC fighter.
I don't think so.
Okay, you should definitely check him out. He's, I think it's top 4 middleweight in the UFC right now. Top 4, top 5. From Norway.
Jack what?
Hermansson.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, you're saying it with some accent that makes it harder.
Yeah. Train with all of them, and they're fucking. I ain't got 2% of them, but I think it's that inner voice, that self-hate that always like talk to me to drive you towards it. Like, I ain't good enough. I'm gonna get good enough. Just fucking go for it. And day after day after day, and you just clock in those hours. After all, you're gonna get good.
Yeah.
So it's just like, do that. And but did you ever get to spar Logan Paul?
Nah, he don't want to do that.
You said it on the podcast. Yeah, we could do it afterwards.
He don't. He has no intention to spar me.
Oh.
It's weird because I don't even know if he'd win. I think he just knows that if you spar me, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah. You go hard in sparring?
No, you know what? Not really. But for him, like if he starts like trying to light me up, like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna like, you know what I mean? He's good enough to land a bunch of shots on me, but he's not good enough to land a bunch of shots on me where I don't also land shots. And if you get hit by me, you're gonna know about it for a bit. Like, I'm not that good, but I hit hard.
Yeah. But who would you, if you could pick anyone to spar with, if you have like a dream sparring partner, who would that be?
Probably like Muhammad Ali or Mark Hunt.
Oh, Mark Hunt. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would be knocked the fuck out within, 4 seconds?
Oh, no. If he was... I didn't say I wanted to fight him. I said I want to spar him.
Yeah. Sparring, though.
Move around. Not like try to go for knockouts. But
no. That fucker, though.
I'd like to spar, like like a bunch of politicians. I'd like to spar about like all of them.
Like Trump.
And both of them, Biden and Trump.
For me, I think it would be Rose Jones Jr. in his prime, and and Vasyl Lomachenko.
Yeah, see, those are good ones. I sparred Dominic Cruz.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just watching him, even when he was punching me in the face, I was still like, this is so fucking awesome, you know?
Yeah. What was your funniest experience, like in fighting or training? Who with?
Funniest experience?
Yeah, no, like as you said now, like this is fucking cool, like a aha moment, like oh fuck, I'm sparring with this guy.
Oh, that's easy. The Alice Mania one year, I was going to fight 10 people in a row, 1 minute each, and then the people on my show picked the people, and it had like some of my friends, but it also had a bunch of famous fighters in it. Okay. So it was Keith Jardine, Forrest Griffin, Uriah Faber, Kit Cope, what was it, like my friend Eddie Jackson, who else? It was just like a bunch of like famous UFC fighters that were all fighting me, and it was just like terror, but also like just feeling, like it's like a weird, like why is it all about me? It's such a crazy thing to have all these legends have the time to glove up and be like, yeah, I'll punch Ellis in the face for a minute. Like Uriah Faber actually tried to beat me up. I was like, that was the best part, that he was trying to knock me out. I was like, Uriah Faber's trying to knock me out, and it's not, I don't have to tell anybody. Everybody's here watching it. Like, there was like 3,000 people watching me have a real fight with Uriah Faber, and I'm like, this is one of the greatest moments of my life, easily.
I could see that, but Forrest Griffin though, prime Forrest Griffin, when he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, like, he scared me. He made me tired, but he didn't. He was just trying to wear me out. He wasn't trying to kill me.
No, but other than the fight that he had with Anderson Silva, where Anderson just backed up and just threw one over, and he got knocked the fuck out and ran out. That fight just made me sad, actually.
Right. Well, he got knocked out before that fight, so.
Yeah, but that was so humiliating in a sense. Like, and Anderson didn't even try. He just overhand out. That was it.
Sometimes that's all you have to do.
Yeah, but it's been an hour now.
Yeah, I gotta go. People are here.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for this opportunity to share an hour with me. It's been a truly fucking pleasure. And by the way, you had right yesterday when we talked about the fight. You thought Diaz was gonna get knocked out, and yeah, you're right. But
it's like you're surprised. What? Why? Did I not tell you that I'm very talented? What do you like? It's like you don't even listen to me. I know shit. All right.
Yeah. But truly, thank you for this hour. I hope to talk to you or spar with you someday, and have fun. That was
Thanks, dude. Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
See you, mate.